Alright, there's enough time in this video. This is going to be called the Poor Man's Delight. It's going to be called Before and After is the name of the plate. So, simple. I'm going to do it quickly here. Hopefully you're not burn anything, but this is just for anybody who wants to try this. So, what you do is you take a bowl of a couple leftover Speedies. You throw them in the pan. A little bit of butter. That's it. All you're doing is just bringing some heat back to them. Let me turn this fan on and turn this down a little bit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm not a professional, but these meals are delish. So, this is the breakfast of champion. Remember, this is the breakfast. Take it to work with you. Put it in a Ziploc, take it to whatever you do for the day. Fills you up, keeps you full, keeps you happy. Just for a few seconds, you throw that on there, and again, your Speedy already has its seasonings already on there. But what I like to do, I got to put this phone down for a minute, so give me a second. I think we're ready to look at some bananas or something. Alright. So I take a little dash of garlic powder, throw that over the top. And remember, we only put a couple pieces of butter in there at the bottom, make it nice and hot quickly. Grab our spatula, just move it around. And you can smell, I mean, it just pulls the flavor right back out of these Speedies, even though these are left over from, what, a day ago, 2 days ago, I think? I don't know. Alright, they're looking good. So, I'm going to turn that down now to a super low level, just to keep the heat on it while we work on our eggs. So it's called the before and after because we're going to scramble up some eggs here. So, give me a second. I'm not going to talk my Laura Charles voice or anything like that. I'll put the butter in, crank it up. Alright, so as our butter is melting, we're going to get our eggs together. Now, this is a trick that I do, which my kids think it's a waste of time sometimes, but I don't. But anyway, the worst thing to do is when you're cracking eggs. I'm not a chef, of course, but when you crack eggs, let me put this down for a second. When you crack eggs, it's a mess if you don't do it right, of course. Some people can crack an egg with one hand and put it in the frying pan. That's great. It's pretty neat. It's a talent. So I'm going to show you my little trick that I do. Throw our eggs over here. Sorry about the shakes. It's my right arm from surgery. Too bad. Alright. So, let me use 4 eggs because I eat a lot of eggs. Alright. So, in the pan, get your butter going. Make sure it melts down pretty good. Give your Speedies a little shake every once in a while here. Oh, they look so good. Smell delicious. Alright, here we go. So, I'm trying to get this video done as quick as possible. Remember, this is called before and after because we're going to be putting scrambled eggs together with your chicken Speedy as a sub. Now, I'm out of sub rolls, so what I'm going to do is show you with a couple slices of regular bread and roll it. So, let me put this down. So what I'm going to do is just crack these eggs on the paper towel. So, you see the paper towel there. I'm going to crack the eggs before I place it, but they get drippy and runny, so you'll hear it. In fact, because it helps with cleanup too, so watch. Let's see. I can't do both. Alright, so give me a second. I'm just going to crack it. Throw these eggs in real quick. You'll hear them. There's 2. Alright, there's 2. I'm not trying to build a fire. Right. There's 3. 1 more. Alright, there's 4. So, all we did was crack our eggs into the pan, of course, and there's your shell cleanup. You see the runny. You see that, this happens. It's just normal. But all you got to do now is just close that paper towel up, smash it down, and there's your wipe up before you get your, dish soap and everything else on it. And clean it for real. But right now, it keeps the mess away. Probably hear the dogs in the background because they love when I cook. All right. So, now you throw your salt and pepper over the top of that real quick. I didn't break the eggs yet. I just wanted to bring them to a medium cook because we're doing this as a before and after. So, it's going to be what they call a hard scramble. That's what I call a hard scramble. So, we need our pepper out. Let's throw some pepper on there. Gracie, just because you bring me your toy doesn't mean you can have some. Sorry, hon. I got the two dogs at my feet right now. All right, so let's give our speedies another shake real quick. Remember, we put that on super low heat after we brought it to a nice fry up for maybe about a minute and a half once it was on a little more than medium heat. So now we're going to combine the scramble. Well, let's get our scramble going. So this is all I do for a hard scramble. You just mash that together and let it just keep layering over the top there. Now, normally when you make a scrambled eggs, it's better to put the scrambled egg in a bowl first and scramble it with a fork and then pour it into your frying pan. Of course you know that, but for you single people that are home and trying to make a quick dish and try to make the meals, go further, it's the way to do it. All right. So now we're going to concentrate on these eggs a little more. Now, some people like cheesy eggs, something like that, so the cheese would have already been in there before you scrambled. So let me completely turn this heat down on our speedies here, because if you cook them a little too long, they get a little tough, so you don't want to do that. So just keep it on the low heat. This keeps them popping, keeps them alive. The scrambled is pretty much ready to go. And now all you're going to do is just combine them, but what we need is a base. Now, normally if you have a sub roll, all you have to do is throw a little ranch over the top or sub sauce, and it's good to go. You're ready to go. So it's called a before and after. Now, all I'm going to do is, my eggs are done, so I'm going to turn those off. And what I'm going to do is throw 4 slices of bread in the microwave for 15 seconds. 15 to 20 seconds. So that's what I'm going to do that. So give me a second. Get a paper plate out. Throw these 4 slices of bread on. And again, it's just a normal plate of 4 slices of bread. Put it in for 20 seconds. Now, the reason we go 20 seconds is because we want the bread to be hot enough so that when you stick them together, it's going to hold. So we're going to see that in a couple seconds here. Here, guys. You guys want a treat here? Can't give you guys any more here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. You guys are set. All right. Now, this part has to be fast and furious. So, you can hear me in the background here. Let's see if I can do this with the camera by us. I can't keep it up. Okay. So what we're going to do is these are super hot, and you put the two together, and what you do is just pinch the corners. Just pinch them. And you pinch the middle part. That's it. That's all set. So what we do now is take our eggs, put it in, put a couple speedies over it, and you roll it. So let me see if I can do that real quick. Hold on a second there. Just pinch the bread together, pinch it. Nice and doughy. It's together. So I'm just going to take a second and do this, and then I'll show you the rest. Take a couple speedies, drop them in there. Now again, this is much easier on a sub roll, but a hoagie. Just want about 3 or 4 of them. Ooh, they're hot and delicious. Oh my goodness. Okay. And what we're going to do is just, oh shoot, roll it, roll it, roll it, roll it. Get that up, roll it. Smash it, flip it. Oh goodness, it's all messed up. Anyway, It came together a little weird, but it makes it look like a sandwich. If you have a sub roll, it's easier, but it looks delicious and tastes delicious. It's called Before and After. Try it for yourself, and let me know what you think. Hasta la vista.